So when you're searching for a missing person, especially a missing child, there's one question that really starts everything, which begins the investigation, and that's my next question, which is, where was she last seen? Absolutely significant in all of this. Let me bring in my guests who are going to help us. Former homicide detective and host of The Interview Room, Chris McDonough, has done a lot of investigating of this case, and forensic psychiatrist, trial expert witness, author and columnist, Dr. Carol Lieberman. Dr. Carol Lieberman, the other thing that strikes me here, not being judgmental, it's just there's a lot of clutter in this house. It's a little, I mean, does that tell you anything about what's going on in this house? Like the physical state of the I don't want to say, well, cleanliness, the order in the house?
Yes, of course. And, you know, I watched a number of Chris's videos, and a lot of times he says to her, you know, I don't mean to be judgmental, or I don't want to be judgmental, and he isn't. And I think people seem to be looking everywhere, but, you know, not wanting to confront, you know, on a deeper level, the parents. First of all, like letting the dogs, you were saying that says a lot, you know, the fact that they have all these dogs roaming around and that they let people drop them off. You know, people just come and they drop their dogs off. There is a carelessness. There's alcohol abuse, there's drug abuse, there's a carelessness of taking care of the kids. I mean, the kids, her brothers are now taken by Child Protective Services. So what does that tell you? And there was supposed to have been abuse. They took them because of being abused, and so many other things. You know, for example, the fact that she was sleeping down there with her, she was 5 and her brother was 9. Now I know when houses are cramped and so on, you kind of have to sleep together, but. And then there's the fact of the shed, that the father apparently went to look in the shed when he heard that his daughter was missing. Why would he think what was going on in that shed that he would think that his daughter would go there? The mother lied about the drink. She said, I think that, or at least she said a different story than one of the children said. She said that it was like a soft drink, and he said that it was a twisted tea. You know, and then she said about and then if there was porn playing in the parents' bedroom. I mean, it's a house of horrors. So anything could have happened to the poor little girl.
So, Chris, being inside that house, what's your takeaway from the place where she is supposedly last seen?
Well, Dr. Lieberman nailed it. I mean, this was an obvious situation of there's a lot more here that we don't know yet.
And Dr. Carol Lieberman, how about getting information from the young siblings? How difficult is it to extract information from them?
Well, you know, of course, they're going to have loyalties to some degree to their parents, you know, not want to tell on their parents. But I think that's probably the best chance. Like if they each develop a good relationship with a therapist, a trusting relationship, and it's a good therapist, I think a good therapist could eventually get some information from them, you know, gradually, that could give some clues.
Big thank you. Chris McDonough, The Interview Room, incredible investigation of this case and so many cases. Everyone needs to check that out. And Dr. Carol Lieberman, your insight, expertise is so valuable to us. Thank you so much.